Come on, baby, let the good time roll. Roll all night long. Come on, baby, yes, this is it. This is something I just can't miss. Come on, baby, let the good time roll. Roll all night long.
Come on, baby, while the thrill is on. Come on, baby, let's have some fun. Come on, baby, let the good time roll. Roll all night long. Come on, baby, just close the door. Come on, baby, let's rock some more. Come on, baby, let the good time roll. Roll all night long. Feels so good when you're home.
Come on, baby, rock me all night long. Come on, baby, let the good time roll. Come on, baby, let me thrill your soul. Come on, baby, let the good time roll. Roll all night long.
Feels so good when you're home.
Come on, baby, rock me all night long. Come on, baby, let the good time roll. Come on, baby, let me thrill your soul. Come on, baby, let the good time roll. Roll all night long.
The check's in the mail. Don't worry about it. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Another show, another time, and we're still having good fun, and we'll do this until we stop, all right? When somebody says, I'm getting tired of coming or I can't make it, and then I think that's when we're going to quit. So we're doing it for 30 some odd years. Let's hope with the help of God, we'll be doing this for another maybe 10 more years. I think after that, I'll be dribbling on myself. We don't want that to happen. Anyway, we got a great show for you tonight. Matter of fact, a lot of things that I would like to discuss. We actually sacrificed the dancing portion of it. So usually they dance the two songs, but they are willing to sacrifice the two songs so we can get everything into one night. And I think in a way they're glad too. All right. We usually give them a little incentive to dance. It's called a Louisville Slugger. You know, take the bat, ask them if they want to dance. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we have a great guest for you tonight. I can't wait to talk to her because there's a little history, and I would like to get into that part of the business. She's been around a while, even though she's a young lady. She's been around a long time, and she's had two hits. She had one hit in the 50s, one hit in the 60s. So we're going to be able to talk to her at length, and we'll get we'll get some information out of her about what it was like in those times. It's okay, but her name is Louise Murray, and great. Yeah, Louise was with a group called the Hearts in the 50s, and then she was with the Jaynetts in the 60s. So I'll get deeper into that just before she comes out, and then we'll really pick her brain when she's up here. So there's so many things that I really want to touch on because there's been so much activity going on with the music that it actually warms your heart, because every time there's these shows, it just tells me that there's still a market for it, there's still an audience for it, there's still people that want to hear it, and that means a lot. It means a lot to me. It's not about the financial end of it. You know, it keeps me young. I'm sure it keeps most of the entertainers young, and it definitely keeps the people themselves young, because they still can tie themselves to the good days, which with all the turmoil that's going on today, man, anything you can grasp that gives you a good smile on your face, you got to take advantage of it. And it was never more apparent than recently we did a show at the PNC Arts Center, which was originally the Garden State Arts Center, and we did just a little under 10,000 people. And albeit it was a free concert, you know, the state picked up the tab for the whole show, was residents of New Jersey, and this was their way of saying thank you. But 10,000 people, when you can get 10,000 people our age, still listening to the music, still want to hear it, still want to see the artists, that's a great thing. And it makes me feel good. I just, like I said, it was a free concert. However, charge $2 and you'll see 4 people in the audience. That's the biggest problem, you know. No, but they did. They came out in droves, and it was a great day. Weather was good. The acts, each act was on the money, and from all the you know, the accolades that we heard later on, it seems to have been probably the best show they've seen in a couple of years. So proud to be part of it, and if you saw it, I'm just thrilled to death and want to thank you for being there, especially people out there in the audience. Thank you guys. You know, those are the things. We did Eisenhower Park in Long Island, 8,000 people. You know, I just saw now in Delaware, we did this thing in Bristol. We did the last one. They did one this year, and they did 15,000 people. You know, so you know we're not Bruce Springsteen, and we're not pulling in, you know, numbers like that. And you know, but when you see those kind of numbers for this audience and this music, I mean, there can't be a greater feeling, and you know, that you can get. And I wish I could just walk through that whole audience and thank everybody individually. So I have this platform, and I like to use it as much as I can to thank everybody, and especially you guys. I mean, you guys are unbelievably loyal. You're here every fourth Monday for the show, and I can never thank you enough. Give yourselves a hand, really. Thank you. So, you know, why don't we just get right to one of the things that we usually do? We have a segment of the show where we ask where you've been, what you've seen, what kind of shows, and so on and so forth. That might be interesting to the standpoint that we have something that we're going to be showing you on the video. So it'll tie into that. So again, anybody out there that has been to a show since the last time we taped, and they would like to, you know, at least let me know what it was, where they saw it, and who they were, and give me a little background on it. Anybody at all? Let's see. Raise your hands. And okay, they must have been shows where you had to pay. That's why. They were paid shows. Here's a show.
All right, I'll speak for a second.
There you go.
Coming in October the 12th at the Colonnade venue, we got Twin Gold, yours truly, The Expressions, Stuart Leslie, great sound guy, great entertainer, and Vinnie Broadway, who's sitting right alongside of me. That's October the 12th.
Okay.
It'll be our third show there. The last two were practically sold out.
Good.
So that's what's going on
All right.
on this side of the island.
I want to express one thing. You know, he mentioned the Colonnade venue. I'm not sure if that's the name they're using for this one room, but don't mix it up with the fact that it's in the diner. It's on the premises of the diner, okay? It is the Colonnade Diner on Highland Boulevard. But when you walk in the diner, you go to your right, there's a private room on the side, and that room has got to be one of the most beautiful rooms on Staten Island. It's beautifully done. Matter of fact, it was completely done by, you know, a very good friend of mine, Susan Huckvale-Aran. She designed that whole thing and did a great job with it. So that's the Colonnade venue is what they're calling it. Is that what they call it? The Colonnade venue. Okay, that's October 12th. All right, okay. Hey, there's a surprise.
I got to see a show last Thursday, also at the PNC Arts Center.
Okay.
Opening the show was Bob Miranda and the Happenings, and as always, he does a fabulous job. He's a good voice, and he's just a great entertainer. After them, I got to see the Cowsills, and the Cowsills, as always, just blew me away.
Well.
I can't believe how great they are, how well they sing together, how personable they are, what magic they bring to the stage, and that was fabulous. But closing the show was a shocker of all shockers, because I had never seen him perform before other than a couple of songs on a show I did with him a number of years ago. It was Chubby Checker, of all people.
Right.
And he did a whole hour, and frankly, for being 82, I think he is,
Yep.
He did one heck of a show. I mean, he was just a fabulous entertainer.
Yeah.
He was funny. He was personable, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
Totally amazing.
Yeah.
So that's what show I saw.
That was a great show. I worked with Chubby Checker. We did in Missoula, Montana. There were 20,000 people in the audience, and right after the last person out there on the grounds was a herd of bison. You know, now you can imagine sitting there watching a concert when buffalo are grazing right behind you like that. But they live with this. This is a normal occurrence for them. But Chubby doesn't do any ballads. He just does up-tempo, one after another for a solid hour. I don't know how he does it either. You know, and he's a young guy. That's why he's a year younger than me. But I'll tell you, I don't know how he does it. God bless him. By the way, that's Frank Jekyll that was just talking back there. Frank has been with the Elegants with us now for 4 years or so, and he's an original founding member of the 1910 Fruit Gum Company. So, Simon Says and Red Light, Green Light, and great bubblegum they call it. We're doo-wop, and that's bubblegum. So anyway, anybody else? Denise.
Yeah. Hello.
How are you?
So Tuesday night, I got to see a Welsh singer. You may have heard of him, Tom Jones.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And I never saw him before. I went with my sister, and she saw him like 50 times. But it was my first time seeing him. He had so much energy. Yeah. He had a story for every song. Before he sang each song, he had a story behind it. Who he wrote it with. Right. It was just fascinating. He's 84 and going strong. Wow. And a woman, maybe around 70, got out of the audience and dropped the Depends on the stage.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but it was a great show.
Good, yeah. Beautiful. That he's that's called killing the clock. When you tell those stories on stage, every time you tell one of those stories, that's one less song you have to sing. So. So you just tell a little story. But it happens to be that it's very interesting, and people enjoy that. So that's a good thing. And, he had some problems. He had polyp surgery a couple of years back, lost his voice, and thought he was never going to be able to sing again. He had surgery, and the surgery, thank God, it worked very well, and that's what he's got the strength that he's got one of the most powerful voices I've ever heard, And he still moves around. He still does what he has to do. I'm sure when he walks off stage, there's a lot of ayes and everything else, but when he's on stage, he's doing the job. Thanks, Denise. Thank you. Denise, by the way, but Denise Boland, she has her own show too. Denise Boland. What's the name of the show, Denise? Remember Then. Yeah, and that's a great job. She does interviewing, with some individuals, some Zoom, some live. She does a great job with it, and it's people like that keep the music alive. So, kudos to you. And what else we've got out there? We've got some other people out there. Let's see.
Hey, Vito, Richie.
There you go, Rich.
Best Friends.
Yes, Rich.
As you know, Friday night we were at Tunnels for Towers at the Z2 Lounge with Easy Listening Productions, Linda, and on stage with Broadway Vinny and The Expressions, and you were there. Next Saturday we're going to be at the Old Bermuda Inn, and October 13th, again with Linda and Easy Listening Productions, we're going to be at Frankie Fed's in Freehold, New Jersey.
Beautiful.
That's what
Good, thank you. Right, I want to show, we got some surprises for you guys in a few minutes. Want to show some things. Okay, Al, what do you got, buddy?
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, I'm doing something a little different next year. We're doing a disco show at the Vogel. We have the Donna Summer tribute artist, Rainier Martin.
Phenomenal.
She's phenomenal.
Yep.
And so it's going to be a 90-minute show, but it's at the Vogel in Red Bank, right next to the Count Basie.
Right.
It's a beautiful theater. So that's on March 21st. It's a Friday night. Then March 22nd, we're gonna do a show at the college. We're opening the college finally after 5 years, and we'll get some doo-wop shows. Good. I can just let you know that Vito will be on that show, of course. The Brooklyn Bridge. Who else? Of course, Bobby Wilson, Johnny Scopoletti, and the Reactions, Vinny Medugno, and the Chicklets.
Beautiful.
That's gonna be everybody that's associated with Staten Island, pretty much.
That's the what's the date again?
That's going to be March 22nd,
22nd.
Saturday night,
Good,
the day
good.
after the disco show.
2 days after my birthday. That's a good thing.
And then we're gonna go back to what we do twice a year. Then we'll do another show in October.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good luck with it.
All right, thank you.
Anybody else? Mary, you
It's
didn't.
me.
How
Hi, Vito.
you doing, Lynn?
Thank you so very much. I can't even tell you. I had the Tunnel to Towers fundraiser on Friday night, and I was blessed to have Vito be the master of ceremonies there, and it was an incredible night. Every performer that was there was amazing. Just Friends, what do you call it? The New Expressions. Vinny did a great job being emceeing. Pat Machetto. There were just so many people. Robbie Schumacher. I know I'm going to forget somebody.
Well, I'll tell you what. Instead of forgetting it and putting you on that spot, we put together a series of shots from that particular event. They're going to be showing on the screen any second.
And I have to tell you, it was so, truthfully, it was so successful. So I'm already, I thought I was going to take like a little break, but I'm already planning for next year.
Yeah.
So it's really, thank you. Yeah. It'll be the 4th time that I'm doing it, and it's my way of giving back. It really is. And I'm excited, and I was thrilled how it went. The show ran beautifully. I think everybody went home happy.
Absolutely.
And I have to tell a little story, though.
Sure.
So after everybody left, I had never had dinner. So I ate dinner, and the busboy that gave me my dinner, my daughter had to leave because my granddaughter got locked out of the house.
Wow.
So now I had to pack up my car, which I had all this stuff. The busboy sees me, and he grabs my bags, and he starts helping me out. So then when we finished, I wanted to give him a tip. I go to give him $20 for helping me, right? He goes to me, he points to the monitors that were on I had running the whole thing from Tunnel to Towers.
Right.
He goes, no legs. He saw the people that had injuries. He didn't take the $20 from me. He wanted me to donate
Donate it back.
I get chills on my legs. Right now I have chills.
Wow.
I mean, the busboy, that's how it affected. So I was going to say tonight how much I raised. It was $4,500. It was a little shy of $500 that I wanted to get $5,000. But you know what? Just making everybody aware of Tunnel to Towers, that's priceless. That's totally priceless. So, like I said, that touched me. That touched me so much, Vito.
Well, you know what I said that night? I said it's a small event. There was 150, 160 people. When they raise money, they raise millions of dollars. Right now, that thing has mushroomed into a monstrous fundraiser. It's all over the world, and you've got celebrities now getting involved. So you look at it and you say, well, in the overall picture of things, what's $4,500? You know what $4,500 is? $4,500 is a refrigerator and a stove and a washing machine for somebody that has no legs, who needs that specific type of equipment. And all that money is all there for a purpose. It all goes in the pot. It's like telling somebody that's like a musician. A musician says, this guy only gave me X amount of dollars this week. And I usually get X amount of dollars. Don't ever look at what you get tonight. Take a look at what you made at the end of the year. Right. If you're happy with what you made at the end of the year, you reached your goal. So you should be happy with what you did. Yeah. And if there's 10,000 people like you, they don't. The other millions mean nothing to people.
Jack Ohm, he's on the board of directors from Tunnel to Towers. Right. He called me today, and he said, you know what? You do this every year. We're very happy. Yeah. We were very happy. I just want to say I brought you a hat, a T-shirt. I want you to have this. So I'll give this to you after the show. I brought you a whole bunch of things, but I just want to say again, from the bottom of my heart, what you did, coming and participating, means the world to me. It just does. And thank you so much. Right. And I'm just going to add a couple other little things because I always have so much to say.
That's how we're going to show shots of it too.
So one thing Richie forgot to say that they're back at Z2 on, I believe it was the 14th of October.
Okay.
That they have another show there, and the 18th. See, I don't even know the 18th, and I'm very proud. By popular request, the Expressions are going to be at Z2 on November 22nd.
Beautiful.
They're going to be performing there by special request.
Beautiful.
So that's exciting.
Beautiful.
And if anybody wants to come to New Jersey this Saturday, I got Anthony DiDio in Maeda's, a beautiful little restaurant.
Beautiful.
And thank you again, Vito.
Good. Thank you. Why don't we show everybody what happened. We'll just show little bleeps here and there. Vinny, did you want to say something?
Everybody's thanking you today, so I have to just came here specifically just to thank you.
Oh, man.
For giving me that opportunity to MC the show.
No,
that was the height of my career.
Well, you did it. You did a great job, too, by
Thank
the
you.
way.
But, you know, I was out of this business for some time. And you know what they say, just when you're out, he brought me
pull you
back
back
in.
in.
Yeah. So I guess I'm back in a way. But, again, thank you so much for what you did
Quite
for
all
me.
right.
I really appreciate
You
it.
take a
Thank
look
you.
at the monitors, and you'll see some of the things that we saw. This was actually, you know, basically I was telling everybody this, of course, there. And that's another thing. I received an award, which I definitely didn't expect, and I didn't really want to see that, unfortunately, but thank you so much. And this, over here, there's the expressions. That's the expressions are on stage there. That's us there. That's me and Ro on that table. You notice nobody's sitting next to us. Okay, and there's Just Friends over here. They're also in the audience right now, too. And there he is right now. We were talking about Robbie Schumacher. I don't know, it's not on them here. Okay, I don't want to screw that name up. And then we had, of course, Vinny Broadway. You know, Vinny Palomini's out there. You just met him. There was also Wendy Pellegrino was in there. She's the girl that actually had the idea and created that Angel Circle on Fingerboard Road, which is in memory of, the 9/11. So, there was so many different people participating, and there were so many people that had things in common, and that's one of the things that I mentioned on when I was speaking. I was just thrilled to death to be able to acknowledge the fact that Staten Island is a very, very unique community. It pulls together when the times really need to be done, and this is what happened. People came because there was a good purpose to be there, and you did a great job making sure when they got there that they were taken care of. Everybody was treated well. The food was good at Z2's. The staff was phenomenal. I mean, how those girls did it, and guys, I don't know. There was no room to even pass in between, but they got there. The food came there. It was hot. You just, all you had to do was look. They were there, giving you something else that you needed. So everything went well. Couldn't have been better. Parking is not a problem, which is usually the biggest problem wherever you go. So for all intents and purposes, everything went well. And, a ship does not sail beautifully if the captain and the skipper is not handling, the ship itself. So give yourselves a lot of credit. You had a lot to do with this. Without you, that ship was going to be bouncing all over the sea. So you did a great job. And also to the entertainers that were there, again, I said it, I've told each and every one of you, I've seen you perform for 10, 15, some of you 20, 30 years. That was the best I've heard the acts that particular night. The best that I actually heard you. And I say that not because I have something to say or it's time to kill. Everybody nailed it. It was a great, great night for everybody. Thank you, and thank anybody that was there and participated. I want to thank you personally. Good. All right. Okay. All right. I think we now are ready for the moment that I mentioned earlier. This young woman has gotten to be probably one of the staples of the business. In the long run, she was one of the pioneers. I used to say that we were pioneers. I think, and I'm going to find out, I think she was out there at least 2 years before me, which was, then there was Columbus after that. So, it's just, what we're going to do now is we're going to, how about a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Where is she now? Let's see. Louise Murray. Louise. Yes. Now you're ready. We're ready to rock now.
I'm going to do one of my favorite girls, Phyllis Hyman's song. Somewhere in my lifetime, you've been here with me. Oh, so close to me. Somewhere in my lifetime, Somewhere in my lifetime, I have kissed your lips, lips so tenderly. They've been kissing me in a vision of so long ago. Yes, those memories come and go. So they say, people say, oh yes they do. They're visions of love, of what will be. Somewhere in my lifetime, it was you and me, you and me. Somewhere in my lonely dreams, you've been here with me. Oh, so close to me, and I've been loving you. Somewhere in my lifetime, somewhere in my lifetime, somewhere in my lifetime, it was you and me. Thank you. Thank you.
Shibop, shibop, my baby. Shibop, shibop.
Hello, stranger. It seems so good to see you back again. How long has it been? It seems like a mighty long time.
Shibop, shibop, my baby.
Ooh, it seems like a mighty long time. Oh, my, so glad you stopped by to say hello to me. Remember, that's the way it used to be. Ooh, it seems like a mighty long time.
Shibop, shibop, my baby.
Ooh, it seems like a mighty long time.
Shibop, shibop, my baby. Shibop, shibop, my
Oh,
baby. Shibop, shibop, my baby.
yes, I'm so glad
Shibop, shibop,
you're here again. Oh, if you're not gonna stay, please don't tease me like you did before, because I'll still love you so. Though it seems like a mighty long time. Shoo-bop, shoo-bop, my baby, ooh. It seems like a mighty long time.
Shiva, Shiva, my baby. Shiva, Shiva, my
Oh,
baby. Shiva, Shiva, my baby. Shiva,
yes,
Shiva, my
I'm
baby.
so
Shiva,
glad
Shiva, Shiva, my
you're
baby.
here
Shiva, Shiva, my
again.
baby. Shiva, Shiva.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, this is At Last, the Roadhouse. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over. And life is like a song. At last, the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you, I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill that I have never known. Oh, you smiled, and then the spell was cast, and here we are in heaven. For you are mine at last. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much.
Anyway, how about it, ladies and gentlemen?
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Vito.
And yeah, I told them I'm going to be picking your brain because
no, that's okay. I'm ready.
I love this. I love this portion of it. You know, Louise, as young as she is, as young as she looks, she's been around for quite a while. And some of the things that, or some of the questions I'm going to ask her right now. You know what? Before we even do that, I want you to hear a little excerpt of a song that she can't do it tonight because she doesn't have the group with her, but she was with a group called the Jaynetts, like I said. They had a hit record in the 60s. What year? Remember what year was that?
66.
66?
No, 62, I'm
62, yeah.
Roses, they can't hurt you. No, the roses, they can't hurt you.
tell your secret.
They won't tell your secret.
No, the roses won't tell your secret. Sally, baby, cry. Let your hair hang down.
Sally, baby, cry. Let your hair hang down.
Yeah, go do it, honey.
Sit and cry with them. Roses grow. You can sit and cry now. So no.
Thank you, thank you.
There's no way you don't remember that song. Before that, in the 50s,
Yes.
when you had a group
Lonely
called,
Nights,
that's
the
it, Lonely
Hearts.
Nights,
Lonely
the
Nights.
Hearts.
The Hearts.
How's that for a memory?
Yes.
Yeah, what year was that?
1955.
Aye, 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 aye. Right, 55. I made my first record before the Elegance, 56. I knew you were there before me.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how long.
Yeah.
My God.
We had recorded it in 53,
Whoa.
but they said no girls group would ever make
Yeah, I know. Well, you know, the credit really, it didn't get out to where it's supposed to go because everybody will tell you the Chantels were the first girl group, and then the Shirelles were the group, and then the Supremes were the group. This was the first.
First girls
This
group,
was the first girls group, and never got the accolades they deserved. So, oh, that was a beautiful song too. Loved it. What label was that on?
A Baton.
On
Baton.
Baton? Mm-hmm. Oh, is that an Italian label?
I don't know what it was.
Because I know there's a Bhutan label, you know, but that's another whole story, you know. That's God Almighty. How many girls were you in the
It
group?
was four. Four girls and Rex was the pianist.
4 girls and a piano.
He was
Wow.
12. He was 12.
Yeah, you should saw it. Any of the girls do anything afterwards?
No.
No,
After I left, they all broke up.
They broke up. Nobody did anything after that.
Nobody did.
The only one became a superstar was you. That
Yeah,
was
only
it.
me.
You're still in Manhattan?
Yes, still there.
Where are you going to go, right?
Nowhere.
Everything you need is right there.
Right there.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yes.
You know, there are so many different things. I know you were doing things with the girl group,
The Supergirls.
the Supergirls, right?
Yes.
And
yes.
the Supergirls were 4 or 5.
Four original girls.
4 original lead
In
singers of 4 different groups.
Different groups, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you had, and unfortunately we lost.
Lillian.
Yeah, we lost
Oh,
Lillian.
God, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lillian was with the Exciters.
Exciters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
was
she
my
just passed
heart.
on cancer, and unfortunately. And then you had Beverly with you.
Beverly, she's still with us.
Beverly's still with you.
Yeah.
And
Margaret.
Margaret is with you. Margaret was.
She's still
She
with
was.
me
She
with
did Chains.
The cookies.
With the cookies, she had the hit record Chains.
Yeah.
Before the Beatles, for
Yeah.
you young people out there, think the Beatles had the record. She had the hit
she
record
had
with
the
it
hit
first,
record, yeah.
and also who else?
Who else? No, well, we had different girls.
Nanette,
Oh, Nanette. Forgot
right?
Nanette.
Yeah,
Macari, yeah.
Nanette sang for a while with Rep Rada and the Delrons. You know, I remember years ago when Mary had them, she was using her. They were using Cookie Sirico, who just moved off Staten Island.
Yes.
But Cookie and Nanette were the Delrons.
Yeah, I forgot all about Nanette.
I know. I booked them all the way through the '80s and most of the '90s.
Yeah.
So that's great. Then you know, the fact that you're still doing it is a good thing, and you're still having fun.
See, I'm having fun. Yes, I am. I'm enjoying myself.
Oh, that girl. Oh, that girl.
I
You
love
gonna
it.
retire soon or no?
No.
That's what I love
When
to
the
hear.
fat lady says.
That's what as soon as the fat lady sings, we got plenty of fat ladies, and they don't want to stop singing. That's a good thing. When the fat guy can't sing no more, that's when it's over. Oh God. No, you got to. You know, there's a couple of promoters out here.
Yeah.
You know, and they should look and see what they just saw and listen to what you just heard, and get you out there in a couple of those jobs too.
Right.
You know, and
I know.
try and keep these young ladies working because you know they've got a lot of history to bring out. And you know, the Hearts did a great job,
Yes,
but
it
Sally hit the charts, and that's the one.
It really did.
That's the one that people should recognize.
Yes,
so
right.
not a bad thing to get you out there.
Been in a lot of movies.
No, I mean there's a few people out there, like I said, who are in a position that they can put you on some of
Put me
those
on
shows. So
something.
we'll lock the door. We're not going to let them out of
Okay,
here
yeah, don't let them out.
until they show us the money. That's it. No, that's great. Are you doing anything in the next few
Well,
weeks?
tomorrow I'm going to do an album.
Okay.
My brother is the Olympic champion.
Oh my God.
Bob Beeman. You ever heard of him?
Sure.
That's my brother.
Oh my God.
So
Wow.
he's playing the congas or the
Yeah,
bongos
yeah.
now.
Wow. Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
real
that's great.
famous,
That's great.
yeah.
Jimmy has a question.
December 14th, she'll be with Joe LaRocca.
Oh yeah, I couldn't
Where?
believe it. Joe LaRocca.
December 14th, she'll be doing Joe LaRocca's Christmas,
Yeah.
Where is it?
Christmas show at
Yeah, where is it? I don't even know where it's
All
at.
Saints Church on Victory Boulevard.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know where that is. And what day is that?
December 14th.
14th. All right. So make a note of it. December 14th here on Staten Island. You know, I mean, the show now we stream now, and we're YouTubing and things that I don't even understand, but it's all over the world now. The show right now, you are in everywhere from Staten Island to China to Elephant's Breath, Montana. I don't know where else we go, but you know, but there are a lot of people looking at this, and there's a lot of people that really remember the songs, and now they can put a face with the song and the voice. I love that. That's a great thing.
Yes,
you know, out in the audience too, I talk about different promoters, but we have a lot of people out there. Some of the people out there have accomplishments that they do on their own, and I just want to recognize. I did mention the Expressions did a great job at that show, and you know, so did Just Friends, and you know, the thing is that where's Johnny P's out there? Where are you, John? Johnny P, Late Night with Johnny P. He's got a TV show that's been around for a number of years. You know, where's Richie? Richie Santa? Where are you, Rich? Richie Santa. One of the best. Where are you? I can't see you, buddy. You behind the camera? Oh, now you're standing. Okay, there you are. Now I see you. Richie is probably one of the premier Elvis tribute acts.
Yes.
And I say that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Who? Why are you pointing to your husband? Right? That's it. Mary, you're pointing to your husband. What? Who's him?
Richie Santa.
Oh, are you already standing? I thought you were pointing to your husband. I thought maybe he did something we didn't know. You know?
Right.
I wasn't interested. I really didn't want to find out what he does best, you know. Anyway, who else? We didn't miss anybody back there. It's hard to see the new setup. The cameras are actually in front of the audience, so it's hard for me to see who's who. Vinny Broadway, we mentioned Vinny Broadway. Vinny does a little singing on his own. You can catch him every once in a while.
Yes.
You're going to be anywhere, Vin, in the very near future?
I'll be with Jimmy. Wherever Jimmy is, I'll be there.
Can't hear you.
Jimmy Faluca?
Jimmy opens up the show, I'll be with Jimmy.
You're opening for Jimmy?
And I'll be at the Colonnade with Jimmy, and when Linda does anything, I'll be working.
Okay, so you'll be at the Colonnade.
Okay.
All right.
He's good, too. He's good.
Okay, and Z2. Perfect. All right. Beautiful.
Okay.
We got Staten Island's answer to the Rockettes out there. Mary Jane and the girls are all.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and that's my little
Say what?
sister.
We have her husband here, Donald, who sang in the Hearts with her.
Who did?
Yeah, Donald, my husband.
Your husband sang in the
With
Hearts?
me, no, you're not the original
That's
Hearts.
Louise's
Just,
husband.
Yeah, I knew that, but I didn't know he
just,
sang with the Hearts.
Yeah, not the original Hearts.
No, not the original Hearts. Especially that.
Jesters he used to sing with.
The Jesters
He
here.
was singing also with the Jesters.
Yeah, he had the
Really?
Jesters.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
You sang with what year did you work with the Jesters?
Oh, that was a long
What?
time ago. A
I
long
can't
time ago.
hear him. He's got that mask
Yeah, he
on.
keeps it on. Yeah,
Oh, you don't,
that's
you don't,
when
you don't want to say how long? Were you with the Jesters when they met the Paragons?
when they met him.
Yeah, Jesters were one of my favorite groups too.
Yeah,
When we first put the group together, my group, we used to do all the Jester songs.
Oh.
Yeah, Vin.
He was
Also at the Staten Island Group Harmony Club is where it all started for me, so I'll be there till the end of the month.
Okay.
Next Sunday, on Sunday.
That's
we'll
the
be there.
last. That's the last Sunday of the month.
yes.
That's
At the
good.
Roadhouse.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you.
I'm always
All right,
there.
good,
I'm there
man. You've been there, right?
Always, every
Yeah.
month.
Oh, you go every month?
Every
Oh
single
my God!
month.
Wow!
She's a regular now.
Yeah.
What? She's a regular.
She's a regular.
She's a regular, right?
That's my little sister and brother right there.
Where's your sister?
Huh.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy and
Jimmy and his wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Ro?
Sally Go Round the Roses was in The Irishman.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
And I didn't know
Yeah.
till I saw you.
Yeah,
in
we were there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my song didn't get in there. She gets in there. Did you write the song?
No.
That's
no,
unfortunate,
I
right?
did not write
Are you familiar with Sound Exchange?
Yes.
Are you affiliated with Sound Exchange?
I was. I don't know what happened.
Oh, well.
They don't send me nothing no more.
Well, you know what I'll do? I don't know if I have the number now. I'll get you the telephone number.
Okay, sure.
Just
that'd
give
be
them a
great.
heads up because right now, Sound Exchange now, for the last few years, has given credit to the singers, not only the writers. So even though you never wrote the song, you should be getting royalties for everything.
For everything.
Even with the Jaynetts.
Oh, gosh, yes.
You know?
I don't get nothing.
You know? No, I'll get you the name and the number.
Okay.
You should be getting, and especially with the Jaynetts,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, you should be getting a nice check.
Yeah, because we're in the sopranos.
It's more than
we're
just
in,
the singers, too, Vito.
We're in
It's more
colors.
than singers. Anybody who played on the track, and,
Right.
or
Anybody
pair of
affiliated
sticks
with,
together,
yeah,
I mean, it was on
anybody that
the-
was
it was on the track,
affiliated with
could
the
get royalties.
sessions.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
But you should definitely at that point,
goodness.
especially that it was in the Sopranos, it was in the Irishman,
The Irishman,
and anywhere it plays, no matter.
Colors.
There's a lot of what he calls out there compilations where they're using songs, 10, 15 songs for for $20 or whatever it is.
Terrible.
Those particular people are now getting money that they never got in
I need
50
to join
years,
the
60
club.
years.
I need to join.
So you may get a nice, if they do it retroactively, you're going to get a nice check. But
that'd be
I'll get you the
beautiful.
name. I'll get you the name and number
Okay,
before we
thank
leave.
you, thank you
All
so
right?
much.
And if you have problems getting through,
Yeah.
let me know.
Let you know.
I'll
let
get
you
in there.
know.
I'll get
Definitely.
you in there.
Definitely.
You should be getting what you're entitled to.
Yes,
So,
yes.
yeah. So anyway, yeah, Jim.
I saw Lonely Nights is also in Raging Bulls.
Yeah, Raging Bull.
That's another thing. That's right.
Yeah, Lonely Nights.
Lonely
is
Nights
in
was in Raging Bull.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
Nothing
Martin
with that.
Scorsese's a big
He
fan.
just loves us.
Big fan. Yeah. He loves his doo-wop stuff, and
Yeah.
he loves to come up with the things that really everybody doesn't utilize a lot.
Yeah.
That's a great
Oh,
thing. No,
goodness.
that's good.
I wish I
That's
could
good.
be.
Anybody have any questions for Louise, by the way? This is where my audience gets quiet.
Okay.
They get very. You ask them to do anything, they become mutes. What do we got?
I love backstories. How did you get into the music business?
Hey, we get the microphone
okay.
right behind you.
I was 8 years old.
We're going to ask the question again with the microphone.
Oh, okay. All right.
Go ahead, Denise.
First of all, you have a beautiful voice, and you are very beautiful. Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
How did you get into the music industry?
Okay. I used to sing up and down the steps in my building when I was 8 years old. And my mother took me to the Apollo Theater, and I won at 8 years old. And I kept winning and winning. And then way later, when I turned 13, my girlfriend told me about they needed girls in the girls group. And that's when I went and auditioned for the Hearts.
Wow.
And they loved me, and I loved them.
Wow. Said you were 13 then?
Yeah, I was 13.
Wow. Yeah, that's right. I don't want to get into how old you are because we're
I'm
probably.
85. I just made 85
I wasn't
going
going to do that,
Last week.
I'm saying you're going to be a year older than me
No, that's-
because I was 14 when I made my first record. You were 13.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of coincidences there.
Yes,
But I'm going to be 84 in March.
84 in
so
March?
We're close enough, right?
Okay, yeah.
And we're still ticking.
Yeah,
That's great. That's great. Yeah, the Apollo. You were at the Apollo.
Yeah, I
You
was
won
at the Apollo
Wow.
then, and then I was at the Apollo when I was 13 with the girls group. the
Wow,
Hearts.
wow. I was in Harlem. I did the Audubon Ballroom.
Me too.
I did that with who the heck was his name there? Oh my God, my mind
Who's
just
that?
drew a blank.
Yeah,
But yeah, I know that every once
Yeah.
in a while. But we did, and the Audubon Ballroom was where
168
Malcolm X was assassinated.
That's right.
Right, and then they wound up they tore it down now.
Tore it down,
But we were that's when we were
Yeah.
14 years old. I was singing in Harlem in the Audubon. Oh my God.
Yes.
And then later on, I was at the Apollo a couple of times later on in the years because Chuck Jackson was actually running the thing. Chuck Jackson was a good friend of mine. Chuck had he had I Don't Want to Cry. Remember his hit record, I Don't Want to Cry?
Yes.
How many people remember Chuck Jackson out there? Remember? I don't want to cry.
Yes.
You know, and Any Day Now, which he had a great version of it, which Ronnie Millsap covered and had a tremendous hit with it.
Yeah,
But
he
that's
sure
Chuck
did.
Jackson. And then
Yeah.
in his later years, he wound up managing he managed the Apollo Theater. So I used to go up there with him, and we'd go grab a bite to eat and hang out for a while. He was a very close friend. Yeah. So. Yeah, we got ties.
yes.
Are you up in that area? You living up in that area?
Yeah, sort of.
Or you're in Washington Heights around there?
Yeah, I'm in Washington Heights.
Yeah, I figured that's where you'd be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's where the teenagers came from.
That's-
Jimmy
yeah,
Merchant
right
and the
up
guys.
there. That's
they were
right,
Washington
166th
Heights.
Street.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
Yes,
God. And now,
still
a
there.
lot of young kids in there now, moving in, a lot of big money moving in there now.
Boy.
Hey, look, world turns as the world.
As the world turns,
that's
yes,
it.
so
That's
does
it.
the days of our lives.
Man,
yes.
yeah, right. As long as we don't see General Hospital. I don't want to see no more like that. Oh, God. You know what? The time goes by so fast when you're having, a good time like this. I love this. This is what I like about doing the concerts. It's not so much singing on the stage; it's what happens backstage in the green room and the dressing rooms. We get a chance to talk to each other, and it's a big family back there. So I love that portion of it. And you made the day here. You did a great job.
I love it.
I'm sorry about the mix up with
That's
the one
okay.
song, but
That's fine.
that we do that on purpose so we
That's
can get you back here. What was the
That's
other song
fine.
you were going to do?
Oh, gee whiz, but that's
Oh,
okay.
gee whiz.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And you would have nailed that, too. All right, well, we owe you one. Put it in the book. She's coming back.
Yeah. I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back.
This thing will hit in about 2 or 3 days. It'll hit, and like I said, it's going to be traveling all over the world. So there'll be some stuff. We'll see if we get you a copy somehow. Or at least let you know where it is so you can copy it.
All right.
And
That'd be great.
you can use it for promo or anything you want to use it for, too.
Yeah.
But please, out there, especially guys, you promoters out there, don't overlook this. This is a talent out there. And it's always good to see a new face. She could be as the age that she said she is, But to a lot of people out there, this is a new face. They've seen every one of the acts 15,000 times over and over and over. So when they get the opportunity to see somebody they haven't seen in a while, it's a new face to them, and it's refreshing.
Yes.
So she's got the tools. Still has a voice. She's got the look. She's got the hits. What can you get better than that? All right.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
And the moves, yep.
Thank you.
That's another thing. I saw you swaying and everything there. I was afraid you were going to start doing splits and everything.
Oh, no. I wish.
I don't wish. I don't want to see you doing those splits. But I can't thank you enough. I mean,
thank you
God bless
very
you.
much.
I love
Thank
you, baby.
you so much.
Oh,
Thank
man,
you.
thank
Vito.
you, thank you.
so much.
And don't forget, if they are out there, and any of the other promoters that you see have their shows going out there, stop in and see it. You got to do this. If you don't do this, the music stops. And when the music stops, we no longer have anything in common. We don't get a chance to see each other. And more importantly, we don't get a chance to have those memories that make it all worthwhile. I mean, every time I see a show, even though I perform, when I see the show, it takes me back to where I was, my old neighborhood. And I remember the fun and the people that we lost, unfortunately.
Yes,
so please, that's how you have to do it. You see the shows, like when Linda says she's putting a show on, when Al says he's putting a show on, you got to go out. Jimmy said he's putting a show on. Make it your business to pick 1, 2 of these here. It's not going to bankrupt you, and in the meantime, it's the best investment into your memories that you're ever going to get. You'll have a good time, I promise you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank Ciro's Pizza once again for the thin crust pizza that's out there every time we do the show, and Country Donuts out there. Country Donuts is on Arthur Kill in Richmond, but they're opening a new place right across the street from Ciro's. Same people, Eddie and the crew are going to be out there right there on Huguenot Avenue. So the donuts are right where you are, so don't worry about it. Try and find those. They won't hurt you. Matter of fact, there were some pumpkin donuts before with tremendous pumpkin filling. And I can't wait to go back in the green room, So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all. God bless you all. And let's hear it one more time. Thank you, crew.